Hi guys, it's your boy, the Supreme Leader. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also click the bell button too as well. You can simply notify me if my audio is perfectly working, and also let me know if you can hear me clearly. Okay. All right. So um, today I'm here once again with you guys, and today I want to give you guys some tips, because there is a question that I've been getting a lot from most of my viewers. Ask me, when am I going to simply teach them or give them the tips on how to speak Portuguese? Yes, so today is simply about learning a new language. It could be Portuguese, it could be French, it could be any type of language, okay? And I want you to understand something. Learning language can be sometimes a hassle. Hello, of 32. I hear you too. I see you too as well. Yeah, so I decided, okay, fine. Then why not? I should come online today so that we can at least learn something small, give you guys some tips on how to learn languages in general, okay? But specifically, we are targeting Portuguese language. Okay, first of all, if you want to learn a language or you want to learn Portuguese and be fluent in Portuguese, hello, Mike C. I see you, Mike C. And you want to speak the language fluently, okay? Like fluently, like you want to talk about yourself, you want to talk to people, you want to talk about something. There is always a secret about languages, okay? If you want to learn a language and speak a language and be fluent in a language. First, first, the most important thing is you have to learn the greetings, okay? Greetings in languages, every language that you want to learn or you want to relocate to a place, you want to speak the language, you have to learn to greet people. It's very, very important. Greetings are very, very what? Important. And in Portuguese, hello, Omo, I'm here, PPGH. Yes, I'm going to share a screen with you guys and then we will start our class, okay? Because I'm going to share the screen. We have something like a board so that I'll be writing so that you can see, and also I'll come back and then read your comment too as well. Or maybe I have to use my phone to read your comment. I think it's going to be more convenient. Okay, so let me share the screen and then we start. Let me see, entire screen, okay? Entire screen, share audio too as well. And okay, so this is the screen here, and I'm going to take you guys through. I'm going to open here so that I can be reading your comment, should in case you are commenting on the video or something, so that I can read the comment and help you guys too as well. Let me see, where is my, okay, it's here. I found it. So I can read your comment. And this is basically a word, okay? And here we are going to learn Portuguese. A structure. First of all, let me know if the image is perfect for you, okay? And I'm going to write here and share with you guys. Let me check here if, just a second, guys, because I need to read your comment. Okay, now I have it and I can read your comment here, okay? All right, so let me put the phone down. Let's go into it. If you want to start speaking a language or Portuguese language, there are more important things you have to look at. Structure, structure is very, very important. Okay, structure. And what is the structure? You create a structure like pronoun plus verb. Okay, I know a lot of people have problems with understanding what is pronoun and what is verb. Okay, I'm going to explain this part so that we can swim deep into the Portuguese language. Okay, so what is pronoun and verb? Normally pronoun and verbs, pronouns are what we use to identify ourselves as humans, animals, and like anything, like we use to identify ourselves. I, you, we, they, it, this kind of things. Okay, I, you, we, they, he, she, it. These are called pronouns. Okay, these are called pronouns, and these are things that you simply need. You understand? These are simply the things that you simply need. Yeah, I see you guys. I'm reading your comment here too as well. So let's get into it. Pronouns. You don't need, listen, it's very, very important. You don't need to learn all the pronouns. Okay? You don't need what? All the pronouns. You have to learn the most popular pronoun which is being used or which you personally use a lot. When you are going to learn a language, you don't learn what people are saying. You don't learn what people want you to learn, but you rather learn what you as a person you use a lot. You understand? What kind of pronoun you use a lot? I personally like to use I and you when it comes to pronoun. I like to use the pronoun I and you. So when I was trying to learn Portuguese, I learned how to say I in Portuguese, which is what? Eu. Understand? And also I learned how to say you in Portuguese, which is what? Você. You understand? In Portuguese, when you want to say you, it means what? Você. If you want to say I in Portuguese, it means eu. You understand? So these are the list of what? Pronouns that I started using to what? To communicate with people. Okay, the second thing is what? Is the verb. The verb side. How are you going to know which verb to learn and which verb not to learn? Look, you don't need to learn people's verb. What is verb? A verb is a doing word. You understand? A verb is what? A doing word. An action that you are doing, something that you are doing is a verb. You might be sitting down is a verb. You might be watching me is a verb. You might be talking is a verb. You might be learning is a verb. You might be cooking is a verb. You understand? So simply what you need is what? The verbs that you do. Your personal verb. Don't learn anybody's verb, because if you learn somebody's verb that you don't do, you are going to forget it at the end of the time. Or at the long run, you are going to forget it. But if you learn your verb, the verb that you do, the actions, okay, I won't use the word verb, I'll use the word action so that it can be a little bit clear to people who don't really know grammar or who don't really know these kind of things. Okay, so you will learn the actions that you do personally, daily actions. What do you do daily? I'm going to use myself, okay, as a very good example. I'm going to use myself as a very good example, okay? I eat. Oh, sorry, I eat. So let me just write it in English and then continue in Portuguese, okay? In Portuguese, is como, okay? And let me write the list of verbs here. I eat, I talk, I bath, let me say, I drive a lot. I drive a lot. Let me say I type, because I'm always on the computer or on the phone. So I type. And I cook too. I cook a lot. And I buy things too a lot. Okay? So let me just use these verbs as a very good example. These are the verbs that I started using when I wanted to learn what do you call it, Portuguese, because these are verbs that I do a lot. I use a lot. You understand? So let's put it this way. I talk. In Portuguese, falo. Guys, I want to be clear a little bit out here. I never sit in class to learn Portuguese, okay? I learn the Portuguese all on my own. I've never sit in the class with a Portuguese teacher teaching me how to write Portuguese or how to speak Portuguese. I always learned this on my own using these basic word structures. So this basic structure can simply help you to do what? To speak any language, including the Portuguese that I'm teaching you. Okay, so this is it here. Bath is banhar. Okay? Okay, so eu banho. Drive is what? Dirigir. Dirigir. Type is what? Digitar. Cook is what? Cozinhar. And buy is what? Comprar. I pay too. So let me just put pay because I always go out, buy something and pay. So let me just put it there because it is a verb that I do a lot. Pagar. Okay? Okay, so these are some list of what? Some list of verbs that I simply like to do what? Like to use a lot. So for instance, if I want to talk about myself, it is very simple. Okay, if I want to ask somebody something, is very simple. Why? Because in Portuguese, they don't have auxiliary verbs. Somebody might be asking me, what is auxiliary verb? Auxiliary verb is the verb that we use when we want to make questions out of actions. Like do, let me put it here, like do or what? Does. Do and does. These are what we call what? Auxiliary verbs. Okay, these are what? Auxiliary verbs, which we don't have in Portuguese. Example of auxiliary verb question, you can ask, do you drive? You understand? So in English, we use auxiliary verb to make questions. You understand? We use what? Auxiliary verb to make questions. But in Portuguese, it's really unfortunate that they don't have auxiliary verbs. They don't what? They don't have auxiliary verbs. They only use this form of structure that I'm teaching you to use it as affirmative or to use it to ask a question. You understand? So if you know this structure that I'm using, verb and pronoun and verb, you can easily use it to communicate without any hassle. You understand? All you might need to do is what? You have to always learn more vocabularies. If you want something like maybe you want to say some word, you don't know the word, you have to look for the word. You understand? And it's always important to have a dictionary. Now I think there are a lot of applications on our phones which comes with dictionaries and stuff like that. It's not advisable to use Google Translator. Don't use Google Translator because if you use Google Translator, you end up saying something nasty, which you didn't want to say. Because when you write in English, there are some sentences in English which are very cool, but they will mean something different in Portuguese. So don't use Google Translator, but rather use what? A dictionary. You understand, guys? All right, so let me take you through. Okay, so this is the structure here. A pronoun and a verb. I learned only two pronouns in the beginning when I was learning Portuguese. I learned only what? Only two pronouns. And the pronoun that I learned is what? Is I, which is this one here. In English, I. In Portuguese, it means eu. Okay? And the second pronoun that I learned is you. In Portuguese, it means what? Você. You understand? So I learned this pronoun and verb, and I started using to communicate with them. Okay, so let me take one sentence here. Okay, I'm going to take one sentence here so that we can use this sentence to simply create a phrase. Okay, so this is me. I am eating, or I eat every day. I want to say, oh, I eat, I bath, I talk, I type. In Portuguese, it's very simple. Eu como, eu falo, eu banho, eu digito. You understand? This is the things that I do. So this is the beginning. So if you want to talk about somebody, the only thing you need to do is change the pronoun. You understand? You only change the pronoun and then continue with the same structure. If the pronoun is I, you want to talk about Angela, or you want to talk about Vida, you change the pronoun I to what? To she. So in Portuguese, you only change the pronoun and then you continue your questions and you're talking about a person. You understand? It's not difficult. So, for example, this first one, eu como. Okay, I eat. Eu como. This is affirmative. So let me just put it here. I eat in English. This is affirmative. In Portuguese, you can use the same I eat to create interrogative. I eat. You understand? So if, for instance, this I eat in Portuguese is what? Eu como. Okay? You can use the same structure to do what? To ask a question. In Portuguese is simply correct. You understand? So this is what? This is in English and this is in Portuguese. Okay, so so guys, do you understand the explanation that I'm giving you? Do you want me to invite you to come and ask me questions? Do you understand what I'm saying? I can leave what do you call it? I can leave a link below so that you can click the link and then join me and ask me questions about this. It is very simple. It's not difficult. Okay. All you do is what? Pronoun and verb. You can use it to make affirmative phrases. You can also use the same structure to do what? To make interrogative questions. You understand? So you can ask questions, you can answer questions using this simple structure here. You understand? So if you want to add more to it, the structure is right there. You use the same structure and add maybe preposition, add numbers, or add adjectives to it. So you can get maybe a complete sentence. How do you do that? I'm going to leave a link at the description. No, I'm going to send a link at where the comment section so that you can click if you want to join me and ask me question too. I'm going to leave the link right now. Let me share the link with you guys. Just a minute, guys, so we can simply continue what we are doing. So I'm going to copy the link and then I'll leave the link here. Okay, so this is it here. Yes, this is this is the link here. So you can simply click the link and then join me. Okay. So you see, Nathan Lucas is helping me with how to simply correct myself in some of the verbs. Okay. So this is it. The link. If you want to join and ask some questions, you can simply click the link and what? Ask me some questions, and I will simply answer your questions to you. If you understand what I'm saying, you can let me know at the comment section. If you understand, you want to make a question too, you can simply let me know too as well. So this is it here. You understand? So you can use this to create a phrase. You can use you can use this method here at the top in red. You can use it to create affirmative phrases. You can use it also to create interrogative questions. You understand? Make questions. Because in Portuguese, they don't have auxiliary verbs. Okay? In Portuguese, they don't what? They don't have auxiliary verbs. So you don't need to worry about auxiliary verb like in English. You need auxiliary verb to make questions and stuff like that. In Portuguese, you don't need all of that. So I hope this short lesson, it's actually big lesson, but then I'm trying to make it short as soon as possible. Okay, so let me see if I can finish. I can stop there sharing. All right, so now, do you have any what do you call it? Do you have any question? Do you have anything to say? You can simply click the link so that you can simply come on and do what? And learn and ask me question directly. I will allow you to come on so that you can make your questions too as well. So yes, so this is it. It is very simple to learn any language with the structure that I just taught you. So guys, if you want to say something, you can join me and then ask me question, okay? But if you don't have any question too, I'll leave you guys here so that we can come back another time to continue our vlog and maybe learn more secret on how to learn new languages. So guys, if you don't have any question, I'll leave you here. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Let me give you guys a little bit, like maybe 2 minutes. Maybe somebody might be trying to join this video or something. So after 2 minutes, I'll just end the video if nobody is joining. All right, so I guess no one wants to be online to talk. Yes, to talk in the past is the same structure. You don't need any other structure. The same structure, all you have to do is what? You have to change the verbs to past. That's all. You understand? You only need what? The same structure. You only need to change the verbs. If you are using a verb in the present, you say I eat. You know, in the past is ate. So you have to change the verb in the past to what? To talk about the past. So the structure stays the same, then you only change the verb. Yes. Yes. So more questions. Any questions? Any doubts? Any more doubts? All right. So I guess nobody has a doubt. The link is right there if you want to join the conversation to ask me some questions or you have some doubt. The link is right there. You can click the link and then join the conversation and ask me questions on the tips on how to learn this Portuguese language quickly. Okay, so that is the video, or this is the video for today. Learning Portuguese language. You can learn it in 10 minutes and you can start talking in 10 minutes. If you are not the shy type, you can start talking in even less than 10 minutes. You don't need any qualification to teach English in Brazil, okay? Once you have the skills in teaching, you can simply start teaching. But most important thing is what? Is for you to simply learn the Portuguese language so that you can at least help the students if they have doubts. You understand? Yes. It took me about, let me just say, 6 months to a year. Okay, like to be fluent, to understand the people when they talk. For me to, like it took me like 6 months to a year because uh, after you learn the structure, using the structure to communicate, right now you will be forced to do it, to start understanding the people because each and every single person who speaks the Portuguese or who talks, has a different tonation. You have to remember here in Brazil, every region has a tonation, a different tonation. People from here in Brasilia speak on a different tone. Different people from Sao Paulo have a different tone. People from Bahia also have a different tone. So it took me 6 to 1 year to be able to speak fluently and also understand the people and also write in Portuguese too as well because I didn't have money to go to a Portuguese school. I didn't have money and I didn't have time. I didn't have time because I had to pay my rent. I have to pay for food and everything. So I had to work. So I didn't have time to go to school to learn Portuguese. I had to learn it on my own. So this is the basic skills you can use to learn Portuguese. You understand? That's the secret. The basic skills you can use to learn Portuguese is what? By using the verb and also the pronoun. The structure that I use in teaching you guys, you can use the structure to talk about present. You can use the same structure to talk about the past too as well. How proud are Brazilians speaking Portuguese only to foreigners as opposed to English? Look, the Brazilian people, they like Portuguese. You understand? They love the language. That is why majority of the Brazilian people speak Portuguese. They don't speak any other language apart from Portuguese. They are super, super, super proud of their language. You understand? So it becomes an obligation for you to learn the language if you live here in Brazil because majority don't speak English. Majority don't speak English. They like the language. Even when they are learning English language, listen, even when they are learning English language, they still use the Brazilian tone a lot. You understand? So this is something that I have to also let you guys know. Yes. More questions. Any question? Okay, guys. So I guess I have simply answered your questions about learning Portuguese, and we will look for another time and then come and add more to the structure so that we can learn a little bit more flexible phrases. Okay, but I love you guys. You support the Supreme Leader. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to give it a thumb up. Share the channel too as well. And you are welcome, everybody. I love you guys. See you. Bye bye for today.